Yo guys, so today we're doing a bike check on my e-Escarpe. I'm going to take a detailed look at it, I'm going to take it on the trails, and I'm going to give you my first impressions of the bike. So this is it, up close and personal. Colour on this thing is insane in real life. If you think it looks good now, just wait till you see it in real life. Like this red, like a cherry red colour, absolutely popping off. So first we'll talk a bit about sizing and spec. I am 6 foot-ish. Weirdly, I'm actually on a medium sized bike. I've been swapping and changing between the large and the medium e-bikes that Vitas have. Just felt more comfortable on a medium. I feel the smaller size is just way better for climbing. As well as that, on the descents, I would just find it, I'm actually like more in the bike rather than sat on top of it. So it's a lot better for me personally in terms of confidence, moving the bike where I want it to be on the track. This e-bike is the first full 29er e-bike I've ridden, and it's short travel, so it's 150mm travel. In the past, I've had a bigger travel bike, but it's been a mullet, so it's been 170 at the front, 160 in the back, big wheel on the front, small wheel on the back. This is shorter travel and 29er front and rear. One thing I noticed with this is, even though it's only got 150mm travel, I've never felt like I need more travel on the track. It feels almost like bottomless travel, if that's the right word or right phrase. So at the front of the bike, we've got RockShox Lyric Selects. So these are just RockShox basic Lyric fork. There's nothing fancy going inside them. These are completely standard. They go up and down. I think I've got one token in there. The fork does really have minimal adjustment. We've got a compression dial, we've got an air chamber, and then a rebound adjuster on the bottom. So we've got no fine tuning of compression like you would have on a higher caliber fork, but it does the job. On the rear, we've got a RockShox Super Deluxe Air Shock. It's fairly basic. It does the job, goes up and down. It's fairly sensitive to small bump stuff. One thing I'm not so keen on the e-bike is it doesn't have a lockout or a way to make the rear shock harder, which would be better for climbing. But it's not a massive drawback. It's just something that my old e-bike had that I wish this one also had. The motor on this bike this year is Shimano's new EP8 motor. It's a bit of an upgrade from last year. It's a lot quieter on the trail, which I've noticed. Whenever I'm pedaling up or going down, the motor is fairly silent. It doesn't whir as much as the old motor did. Another new thing that I like this year is that they've upgraded the screen on the Shimano system. It's also got this cool new funky power button. The screen is a lot more modern. There's actually no button underneath anymore. And then we've got this normal control on the side. There's a 630 watt battery in this, I think. I'll put on the screen now how many newton meters of power this thing will produce. It's fairly powerful. I think it's exactly the same as previous models of the Summit, so it's got a bit of punch. For drivetrain this year, Shimano SLX, cassette, derailleur and shifter. It's pretty decent. It's not the highest performing Shimano components, but it does the job. It's strong. It serves a purpose. E13 cranks, which is very interesting and new to me. Wheels on this build, we've got Nukeproof Neutron wheels. They do the job. Decent engagement on the hub, sounds decent, fairly strong. And then we've got those Maxxis tyres on there. These are both EXO tyres, so they're quite thin casing that come on the bike. But I've also got a mudguard in the front of here now because we're in Scotland and the weather is pish. But if you want to grab yourself a discount on one of those, there is a link in the description where you can get 15% off. That's pretty sweet. Dropper post, we have 170mm drop on this. Is okay for my long legs. I prefer a longer drop post, maybe 170 or even a 200mm post, but this will probably be fine for most people on the medium bike. Brakes this year, we've got SRAM's new DB8 brakes. I've got some reserved feelings about these brakes. Okay, so enough about the spec and sizing. Let's go and take this thing down a track and we'll do some riding feedback so you guys know what this bike is like on the trails. So just thought I'd get a little video of me riding up so you can hear the motor. It's actually really quiet. I'm in trail right now. It's not too loud. Definitely quieter than the last Shimano motor I had. We're boosting. It's the only mode on the bike, innit? Boost. So that was like a flowy trail. Bike carried good speed around the corners and on the flat sections. I just had it in trail going down I generally don't use boost going downhill unless I'm in the race and I want a bit of a punch coming out of a corner. Definitely felt quite balanced in the corners. That was good fun though. Good fun. All right, steeper one now. Oh. Having to pull the brakes quite hard to slow down. So a bit of a different track that was a bit more of a downhill style track, quite technical, quite tight, quite fast in bits. Had a few little jumps on it, which was nice. The bike it wanted to go fast. The bike wanted to go fast. I didn't feel like I needed more suspension. I've ridden that same trail before with 140mm travel on a trail bike and it feels a little bit touch and go. And I feel like I want some more cushioning, more suspension. This actually felt really good. I know that was a combination of the suspension and the wheel size, but quite happy with that. It's now absolutely chucking it down. All right, switching gears a bit now. Tabletops. Right, let's see what the e-bike's like on a blue flow trail. So fun. So that's the Escarp. I have made one change since the videos you've just seen. We have put some high-rise handlebars on the front, which has made the bike infinitely better. Just sits up way higher in the bumps, really good in the steep stuff, and just overall more confidence inspiring. I also put some more pressure in my forks as well, because they're a tad too soft blowing for all the travel, and that's also made a big difference. The only thing left now to change really are the tyres and the brakes. Brakes, like I said at the start of the video, I'm not the biggest fan of SRAM brakes. I like my brakes to be super bitey, real responsive. These are a little bit more modular. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I'll put all the details in the description of this bike below. Take care, see you in the next video.